Without a doubt, this is probably the best feature offered by Brew Protocol Star Residents, and that is the Reclaim Hub system. Whenever you miss content, either from your daily quest or from certain shop and stuff like that, you can just claim it back from the Reclaim Hub system. Now, you can't reclaim every single thing, but it does help prevent burnouts. Today, I've logged onto the CN server to showcase what are the available loot to reclaim in this game, including all the Dragon Raid and stuff like that. One of the biggest issues why people stop playing MMORPG is because daily feels more like chores rather than you actually having fun. They feel like are things you need to complete, or otherwise you're gonna miss out a lot and therefore fall behind in the player curve. Now, Brew Protocol Star Residents help by letting you get reward from content that you forgot to complete and stuff like that. I would say I'm a person that go outside a lot. I recently went out for the Halloween weekend just now and have a bunch of fun, but yet I don't really feel the pressure of having to keep up every single day, knowing that the reward will be there waiting for me if I do happen to miss it, maybe because I got too drunk one night or something like that. So with that being said, let's go over the Reclaim Hub system in Brew Protocol Star Residents. What's up, fun boys? Today I've logged on to a character that I haven't been playing at all to show you guys what's available in the Reclaim Hub in Brew Protocol Star Residents. Starting off with the Reclaim tab, we have the Space Loot, which is the Unstable Dungeon Loot. You get 2 unstable a day, so if you miss an entire week, you get 14. You don't lose anything here. This is of course the most important daily quest to do, but also the one you don't have to do because you don't miss anything, right? The Space Loot or Unstable Loot is depending on the current variation of the dungeon. There are essentially 3 different stages of the Unstable. The current version gives the level 60 Refresh Stone as well as the white thrones, which you can easily get from the Unstable dungeon as well. So again, the reclaim system will reflect this, so you don't miss out anything on the Unstable dungeon for the most part. You also get the module loot if you missed that out from here, but more importantly, it's going to be the Dragon Shackle loot. Now you can see that this doesn't necessarily give you everything. It only gives you 10 Relic Alloy Shard, 2 thrones, as well as 2 Refresh Stones, so it gives you less. But if you are struggling to find parties because your gear score is not up to date because everyone is gatekeeping you for not having like a rune and stuff like that, it is not the worst, as you still get some loot and the majority of the loot from the reclaim system. So this is really good just for people who are behind and they don't keep feeling they're falling behind, because everyone's gonna keep asking for higher raid gears to get into more raids. The Steinman Bow is gonna be the next on the list. The Vault loot is really horrible because you get a random chance to get a random drop. In comparison, if you just did the Vault, you guarantee a selection box that lets you select what material you actually want, in addition to the actual floor themselves dropping the material. So the Vault is definitely way more important to do because the reclaim system just doesn't really give anything. And currently, at the current moment, I'll say Exquisite Material is the item that has the most value in the game. As we move from Season 1 to Season 2, these are items that build your Imagis, and Imagis are the only thing that really carry over to Season 2, making them the most important thing to prioritize. And good thing they reset bi-weekly and are not too hard to do, even at the highest level. So definitely prioritize doing this. Do not try to reclaim this. Next up on the list, we have your daily, which are going to be your Lunar Pouch, Season Point, and Basic Star Chest. These are coming from here to your 50 points, your 100 points, and your 200 points. You don't get the EXP as well as some of the other stuff like Lunos, your orbs and stuff, but you do get the chest, the Season Point, and your other stuff back. Now, one of the very interesting things that they added in Season 2 that you can actually reclaim is going to be your dailies. So as you guys know, daily is a very major source of EXP, and in Season 2 they added this additional EXP which is used for your dream level. Now, of course, at level 50, you get like this amount of EXP, 18,000 like Bajillion EXP, 36, and you get the Battle Pass EXP. Now, I haven't really been playing on the CN server, but it appeared that they actually allow you to reclaim. So I missed it 3 days worth, and I can just reclaim the EXP like this, right? This is going to be the second chest to when you get like 100 daily commissions points. This is going to be the third chest when you get to 200 daily commission points. And finally, this is going to be the bonus currency when you get to 500 daily commission points. So it looked like starting from Season 2, you don't actually have to do the entire daily system at all, since you're eligible to reclaim the daily EXP. So here, level up to level 10 to dream level, and then the Battle Pass EXP. Like, easy. So the daily are pretty much based out at this point, I guess, because if you're just able to reclaim your Season Hub daily like this, then I can just wait and come back and just reclaim it like that. The material section mostly contains shop items, so you have your 25 weekly book that are purchasable in the reputation shop, your Starforge crystal, and your reforged stones as well. But it also additionally contains your 2 keys, which are going to be your 2 daily elite key and the 2 daily boss key. Now, obviously, spending your keys on a targeted enemy is going to be way better. The problem with the reclaim system is that when you get a material, if you get a material, it's going to be a completely random material, and of course you cannot get the wheel. The wheel is not a part of the drop table, so using your actual key on the enemy will be way better. But if you do forget it to miss out, it's not the worst. You get a random purple material sometimes, you get random shards sometimes, and stuff like that, right? If you do miss out on the shards. The same go with the boss loot. Again, obviously the biggest part of boss loot is that you don't get the wheel, right? You want to target farm either for a material that you're looking for or for a wheel like the Muku Chef wheel, because the Muku Chef wheel is so expensive right now. But when you reclaim the boss loot, you miss out on the ability to do both those. Like, even if you get a material, which I probably won't, it is going to be a completely random one. And I didn't get a material that time, so very, very unlucky. But it will be a random material, and there's no chance for a wheel. So obviously doing your boss key manually will be way, way, way better. Right? The Muku Chef wheel are so expensive right now. They are 1.4 million now, and they're going up to 1.5 very, very fast. So being able to target which one you're actually farming will be way better. Hopping onto the CN server, of course, we have the raid reclaim loot. Now, the unstable and the other dungeon loot are not reclaimable anymore because we have moved on to the season 2, which give us season 2 mats now, which are like the Starforge crystals and the level 120 grow item. Right, so I can open one of these just to show you. This is going to be the season 2 unstable dungeon reclaim item. I'm able to get Starforge crystals, gear, and reforged stones. But of course, what you're interested in is the season 1 raid. Now, people on CN pretty much don't do the dragon raid anymore because it is just more time efficient to reclaim the things instead of actually doing it, since putting a party together to do old content is just not particularly interesting, right? Starting off, we have the easy Rin dragon, and then each dragon and each difficulty is divided into its own loot. The easy ice dragon, the easy dark dragon, and then the easy light dragon. Surprisingly, it doesn't really say how many runic shard you get, maybe because it is random. So like when I open it, I will get, like, this is a light dragon, I'll get 17 alloy shard. I get the throne gold, reforged stones, offense modules, which are a great loot when you're level 60, but not really used once you pass level 80. So that's why people don't really do the dragon anymore, because all the material are nice to have, but not particularly relevant, and so it's easier to reclaim. But even coming to the hard raid, you get pretty much the same thing. Like in the hard raid, you get level 60 gold gear, again, not really relevant. You get 35 of these runic ally shard, not really relevant. 3 of these throne gold, not really relevant. They will reforged stones, not really relevant, and modules that could be relevant, right? So people just don't do the dragon raid at all anymore. There's just no point. It's just faster to just reclaim the loot. So even though there are gonna be 9 dragon raid later into the game, people actually only really do the nightmare one. The Nightmare Reclaim are again divided into 3. You have the Ice Dragon Nightmare, the Dark Dragon Nightmares, and then the Light Dragon Nightmares. The most important item in the Nightmare run is actually going to be this blue crystals, because this gives you the level 100 item. Now, unfortunately, the amount you get from the Reclaim is a lot less if you were to actually play the game. So there are still major reasons to actually do the raid yourself. It's not like Reclaim system invalidate people from playing the game. So here, if I claim the Nightmare Ice Dragon loot, you can see that I actually do not get the blue crystals right here. That blue crystals is very, very, very important, which is going to be this one. This is going to be the item that lets you upgrade a level 90 weapon to a level 100, and you need 100 of these. So it's going to be a long journey. And so if you play the game regularly, if you do your Nightmare run regularly, you get 4 a week. You get 1 from the Ice Dragon, you get 1 from the Dark Dragon, and finally you get 2 from the Nightmare Dragon. But if you do Reclaim, you only get 1 of these in the Nightmare Light Dragon Reclaim. So it's definitely very, very important to make sure that you're doing your Nightmare Dragon weekly after week, because otherwise it'll take you 100 weeks to get that level 100 weapon. If you do the raid regularly, then it takes 25 weeks. Item that you obviously cannot reclaim is going to be the dungeon drop. When you're farming a dungeon, you're hoping for best in-slot gear, you're hoping for lines. There's no way to actually reclaim for the gold drop here, so you do have to manually go farm it yourself. But most importantly is of course the reforged stone as well. The reforged stones has a weekly cap of 40 from the dungeons. Very important to get because they determine how far you can push your gear along. None of the event items are reclaimable. If you miss the event, it is gone. This includes the previous adept trial. In Season 2, they also added the map reputation shop. Now, this seems to be something that you cannot reclaim, so you have to do this every single week. So every single map now is going to have their own reputation shop. You have the Season 1 area, which is the asteroid plane. And then, of course, you have the Season 2 area, which is a completely new different currency. So the Season 2 currencies here, well, untranslated. And then you have the Season 1 currency right here, which is going to be the asteroid reputation. This Will Wish coin is the most important, and it doesn't seem like you can currently reclaim this in Season 1, but it doesn't look like you're going to be able to reclaim it. So you're going to miss out on 2 wish coin every single week if you don't properly play the game, alongside other important items, which are going to be these potions and stuff like that. Overall, the reclaim system is not a replacement to not play the game, but it's not something you have to stress out about. When you don't forget your daily, when you don't capture 500 points, you can simply just reclaim it back and you get majority of the way there. Important items like the boss keys, like the vaults, are still going to be mandatory, and you should still be trying to do those because you want to maximize your benefit, especially because Imagi material are going to be the things that carry over to Season 2 the most, and buffing your Imagis to something like tier 5 is going to have the most amount of balance in the long run. So definitely try to prioritize anything that give Imagi material, push your Imagi to tier 5 even if you're free to play as possible. It is definitely doable as a free to play to push it to tier 5, so aiming for getting the Imagi wheel, aiming for getting the Imagi material will be the most important. But nevertheless, I think the reclaim hub is probably the best thing that any MMORPG has ever invented. It's just really good. So with that being said, thanks for watching this videos. As always, if you like the reclaim hub system and you recommend this game to other people because of it, be sure to leave a comment below. One of my friends actually recently started playing this game because he was bored until the next TFT set come out, and he was able to catch up so easily because of the reclaim hub system. You might be behind in terms of getting the material and stuff like that, but it makes him playable. He can easily catch up to the level 60 content to play with us, so that's really good. So with that being said, again, thanks so much. That being said, bye bye.